What's up troopers, my name is Neon and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys some of the top 5 best weapons you need to be using in Battlefield 6. A lot has obviously changed with the recent update, so these are some of the most consistent ones at certain ranges. Let's go and start off with the obvious, the DRS. What makes the DRS so special is, well, look at this. You see what I mean? It does it on every single range, even long ranges. Here is the damage multiplier for this gun. So you shoot on the leg, it's 22. The chest is 26. The headshot is 47. We go further distance now. To the leg, 17. Chest, 21. Headshot, 37. From a range like that. So what makes the DRS so special? The setup I have for this build is your one-time sight, but your buffer attachment is going to help out with that visual recoil. A really big difference. Good when it comes to tracking, but you already saw it. That headshot multiplier is the synthetic tips. I'm going for a 30 fast, and I'm using a 20 vertical grip. Yes, it will make the ADS speed a little bit more slower. I'm using my heavy extended and the 25 points long suppressor for that recoil build up and the recoil recovery. And my second build, remove the synthetic tips and use your standard rounds. Once you've done that, you're going to use your 25 points thermal sight, and then you're going to use a different grip. This one's going to help out a lot anyway for the accuracy while moving, but also increase the ADS speed. And as you can see, removing that vertical grip actually didn't really make too much of a difference. Like, yeah, I have the tap fire at them ranges because I'm not using a vertical grip, but you can see it still does really good at them ranges. You just got to be a little bit more careful, that's all. The rest is the same, the heavy extended and your 25 point suppressor. Second build is the SG553R. Show you the damage multiplier, 22, 26, and 36. And then if we do it from far distance. Oh, sorry, I shot twice there, hang on. 14, 17, and 24 at the headshot. So that's what the multiplier is like, is the recoil control. As you can see, it does have a little bit of a wiggle at the ranges, so if you tap fire, that's going to make a huge difference, okay? But what makes this weapon really good is its close range and its medium range. Really its strongest point for sure. Let's go and show you guys our first setup build for it. So what I'm currently rocking is your standard one-time sight, a buffer attachment, your standard rounds with a 36 magazine type, your 25 points vertical grip, the extended for the high muzzle velocity, really important, and your 25 point suppressor with a green laser sight. You don't have to use the green laser sight, you can use the violet if you want to. What I changed for my second build is your grip, and I have the hollow points on. And the hollow points does a damage of 41. So now when you go use it, that's how it performs. And of course you need to make sure you're aiming for the head, especially if you're using the hollow points, okay? Now we're moving ourselves over to the NVO. A lot of praise over its recent update, because as you can see, look at that. That's pretty nuts, right? I don't know if they intended this, honestly, because like the NVO is getting so much praise right now because of how good it is at them ranges. That's the coolest thing about it. Like, of course you do have the tap fire, and that is with every single weapon in the game. But here's the multiplier, 23 there. Or did double one there, apparently. 27 and then 38 on the headshot. Go to long range, 29 chest, 17 on chest. Ooh. Headshot, that is a 29 damage. Chest is 21. Now we're going to try it on the leg. And it's 17. Using your one-time sight, your buffer attachment, standard rounds with the 30 fast, your 25 point grip, and make sure you're using this attachment here. It's going to improve the accuracy while you're standing still, and your 25 point suppressor. The second build of the NVO is a thermal sight, and then what I also have changed is the grip itself. And then it is the extended for the high muzzle velocity. I felt like this would be a good build when it comes to the visibility. It pretty much does perform the same way as the other build, but that thermal sight is what's going to help the most. It does have a bit more spread, but that grip itself is going to help out with the recoil control. So tap firing is going to be really nice. Now we have the M4A1. One of my favorite guns really in the game because of the high rate of fire. Huge rate of fire. And that's the thing, you never need to worry about anything with this gun. Always is going to win. High rate of fire with that TDK in the game, you are always going to win every single gunfight. With this one, it's your standard sight. It's up to you what sight you want to use. Buffer attachment, standard rounds, your 40 mag, the 35 points grip, the basic barrel, and you're going to be using your compensator. This is actually a new attachment. Reduces the recoil buildup and improves the recoil recovery. It's the same as the long suppressor. You just don't have the suppressor, that's the only thing. So you will be spotted on the minimap, so you got to be careful about that. Here is my second build. I do love this one as this is so good for aggressive gunfights. So what we have here is our iron sight. Use your buffer attachment. And honestly, I'm going to go with the lightweight ammunition so you can increase your movement speed while you're moving. Your 36 rounds, your vertical grip, the extended, and the 25-point suppressor. And then make sure you use your green laser sight. Reason why you're using the green laser sight is because this is really for just close range. Hipfire is one of the main points of this build, okay? Iron sight, that's just a personal choice. I don't think iron sight's that bad. Like, as you can see, it does alright. There is a bit of a shake with it, so you've got to be careful. Having the lightweight, you see the ADS movement speed. The final build we're showing off today is the M277. Now let's go and show you guys how the multiplier is. So the multiplier here is 22, chest 26, headshot 36, long range, headshot 26. Oh no, headshot's 36, sorry. And I guess you get 26 on the chest, and then leg is 22. Harder one to control at medium ranges, close range. Yeah, you already know what this is mainly for. Getting some awesome flanks for sure. The setup build I'm using for my M277 is one-time sight, standard rounds, 20 mag, your 35 points vertical grip, 20 points barrel, and your long suppressor. My second build, if you're not worried about going for a suppressor route, make sure you're using your hollow points, 25 points grip, keep the barrel the same, and you're going to be using your compensator. Helps out way more, doesn't it? And there you go, that is some of the best builds in Battlefield 6. Good variety of builds as well, as many of them can perform at their medium ranges, many of them can perform at close ranges. Also let me know as well if you'd like seeing the double builds, try to offer different playstyles with the same weapon. And like always, I'll see you on the battlefield.